The internet age dawned, commerce shifted online, suddenly we needed new ways to pay. PayPal emerged, a beacon in this digital frontier. Founded in 1998, it promised secure and easy online transactions. People flocked to the platform, e-commerce boomed, PayPal was there, facilitating every purchase, every transfer. Soon, PayPal became synonymous with online payments. A digital giant was born. Experts lauded PayPal's innovation. It was revolutionizing finance, they said, breaking down barriers, empowering individuals and businesses. The world embraced PayPal. It was convenient, efficient, and ubiquitous. Millions of users entrusted their money to this digital pioneer. But behind the sleek interface and promises of progress, a darker truth brewed. Complaints began to surface. Users whispered of unexpected fees, of accounts frozen without warning. Small businesses, the backbone of the digital economy, felt the squeeze. PayPal's fees, once negligible, became a burden. Chargebacks and payment holds created havoc. The trust that once seemed unshakable began to erode.
Stories emerged from the shadows. Individuals sharing tales of financial turmoil. Their accounts held hostage by an unyielding system. Their pleas for help met with silence or canned responses. The whispers grew louder, coalescing into a chorus of discontent. The dark underbelly of this digital giant was being exposed.
This documentary, The Dark Truth About PayPal, delves into these unsettling accounts. We hear from the victims, the experts, and those who dared to challenge the status quo. We unravel the complex web of fees, the opaque policies, and the human cost of digital convenience. This is not just a story about a company. It's about power, accountability, and the future of finance. Prepare to question everything you thought you knew about PayPal. The truth is about to be unveiled. The late 1990s crackled with technological innovation. The internet, once a niche curiosity, was rapidly infiltrating homes and businesses across the globe. A young entrepreneur named Peter Thiel saw an opportunity amidst this digital gold rush. He envisioned a world where money itself would become digital, flowing seamlessly through the veins of the internet. Thiel, along with Max Levchin and Luke Nosek, founded Confinity in 1998. Their initial focus was not online payments as we know them today. In 1999, Elon Musk, fresh from his success with Zip2, acquired X.com, an online financial services company. Musk shared Thiel's vision of a digital cash future. The stage was set for a collision of ideas and ambitions. Section 2, From Confinity to PayPal, a merger and a mission. Confinity developed PayPal, allowing users to send and receive money via email. This innovation was groundbreaking at the time, providing a seamless way to handle online transactions. Musk initiated a merger between X.com and Confinity in early 2000. This strategic move was aimed at consolidating their strengths and expanding their reach in the burgeoning online payment industry. The combined entity retained the name X.com, but PayPal was the future. The vision was clear: to create a dominant force in the online payment space. E-commerce was exploding, and online auction sites like eBay were gaining popularity. This created a perfect storm for PayPal to thrive. PayPal emerged as a solution to these problems, offering a secure and efficient way to handle transactions. PayPal's user-friendly interface and secure platform quickly gained traction. Users appreciated the ease of use and the security features that PayPal offered. PayPal's star was rising, shaping the internet economy. The company's growth was meteoric, and it became a cornerstone of the online financial ecosystem. Section 3, E-commerce explosion riding the wave of a revolution. The e-commerce boom became PayPal's launchpad. As online shopping gained mainstream acceptance, PayPal's growth accelerated exponentially. The platform's seamless integration with eBay, then the dominant player in online auctions, proved to be a masterstroke. Millions of eBay users became PayPal users, creating a virtuous cycle of adoption and growth. PayPal's success did not go unnoticed. In 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion. This acquisition solidified PayPal's position as the leading online payment platform. Section 4. Acquisitions and expansion consolidating power in the digital realm. PayPal's ambitions extended beyond eBay's ecosystem. The company embarked on a series of strategic acquisitions, expanding its footprint in the online payment landscape. In 2013, PayPal acquired Braintree for $800 million. This acquisition brought Venmo, a popular peer-to-peer payment app, under its umbrella. With each acquisition, PayPal consolidated its power in the digital payments industry. Its reach extended from online marketplaces to mobile apps, from small businesses to individual consumers. PayPal had achieved its goal of becoming the ubiquitous platform for online transactions, connecting millions of users across the globe. The price of convenience, unveiling PayPal's fee structure. PayPal rose to prominence, promising ease and accessibility in the digital world. It delivered on that promise, but at a price often hidden in the fine print. The company's fee structure, while seemingly straightforward, became a source of contention for many. Every transaction, every currency conversion, every withdrawal from the platform came with a cost. For individual users, these fees might seem negligible at first, but for frequent users and small businesses, these charges add up, eating into profits. The convenience that PayPal offered was no longer free, and for some it was becoming too expensive. The fee structure itself was complex, varying depending on the type of transaction, the location of the user, and the account type. Navigating this labyrinthine system proved difficult for many, leading to unexpected charges and a sense of opacity. Users felt misled, their trust in the platform shaken by the realization that convenience came at a hidden cost. Tales from the trenches users share their fee nightmares. Stories of fee-related frustrations began to surface, painting a troubling picture of PayPal's practices. Small business owners found themselves burdened by unexpected charges. Freelancers saw their hard-earned income diminished by fees they felt were excessive and unfair. One user, a graphic designer, shared her experience of receiving a payment for a project only to find that PayPal had deducted a significant portion in fees. What was supposed to be a celebratory moment turned into a financial setback. Another user, a vintage clothing seller, recounted how PayPal's fees, coupled with chargeback penalties, made it difficult to turn a profit. The common thread in these stories was a sense of betrayal. Users felt misled by PayPal's promises of low fees and ease of use. They felt trapped in a system that seemed designed to extract maximum profit. The trust that had once been a hallmark of PayPal's brand was eroding, replaced by a growing sense of resentment and distrust. The small business struggle when fees erode the bottom line. For small businesses already operating on thin margins, PayPal's fees became a significant burden. Every transaction, every currency conversion, every chargeback dispute chipped away at their profits. The platform that had once promised to empower entrepreneurs was now seen by some as a hindrance to their success.
Consider the case of a small online retailer selling handmade jewelry. Each sale, while bringing in revenue, also incurred PayPal fees. These fees, combined with other costs, significantly reduced the profit margin. The retailer was caught in a bind, reliant on PayPal for its convenience, but burdened by its fees.
The hidden costs of international transactions. PayPal's global reach became a source of frustration for users in international transactions. Currency conversion fees, hidden within exchange rates, added significant markups. Imagine a freelance writer in India receiving a payment from a US client. PayPal converts the currency at a less favorable rate. The writer loses a portion of their earnings to hidden fees. These hidden costs can add up, significantly impacting the freelancer's income. Many users are unaware of these hidden fees until they see the final amount. This lack of transparency has led to numerous complaints and dissatisfaction among users. The hidden costs of international transactions continue to be a significant issue for PayPal users worldwide. Section 1, the frozen funds phenomenon, a digital nightmare unfolds. Imagine this, you log into your PayPal account and your heart sinks. Your balance reads zero. Frozen, inaccessible, your hard-earned money held hostage by an algorithm. This is the nightmare faced by countless PayPal users. They call customer service, only to be met with automated responses. The terms and conditions, a labyrinth of legal jargon, offer little solace. Days turn into weeks, and still their funds remain frozen. The frustration grows as they wait for a resolution that seems never to come. This is the harsh reality for many who rely on PayPal for their financial transactions. Section 2, lost livelihoods and shattered dreams. The human cost of account freezes. The financial impact of an account freeze can be devastating. For individuals living paycheck to paycheck, a frozen PayPal account can mean missed rent payments and empty refrigerators. For small businesses, it can spell disaster, halting operations and jeopardizing relationships with suppliers. The documentary features heart-wrenching stories of individuals and families pushed to the brink by PayPal's actions.
The emotional toll is equally profound. Users describe feelings of helplessness, anger, and betrayal. They feel like victims of a system that is rigged against them, their pleas for help ignored or met with canned responses.
Section 3. Navigating a labyrinth of silence, the struggle for answers and resolution. For those caught in the throes of an account freeze, the path to resolution can feel like navigating a labyrinth blindfolded. PayPal's customer service, often criticized for its long wait times and unhelpful responses, offers little solace.
Users describe spending hours on hold, only to be met with scripted responses and a lack of empathy.
The documentary follows several users as they attempt to navigate this bureaucratic maze. Their experiences are strikingly similar, a frustrating cycle of emails, phone calls, and online forms, often met with silence or generic responses. The process is designed to wear users down, to discourage them from pursuing their claims. Section 4, a question of power examining PayPal's absolute authority. The documentary raises critical questions about the power dynamics inherent in PayPal's relationship with its users. As a private company, PayPal wields enormous power over its users' financial lives. Its terms of service grant it broad discretion in managing accounts and resolving disputes. The question is whether the company's practices are proportionate, transparent, and accountable. When legitimate users find their accounts frozen without warning, it raises serious concerns about due process and fairness. The documentary calls for greater transparency and accountability from PayPal. It advocates for clearer communication and a fairer dispute resolution process. Section 1, the support abyss. Trapped in a cycle of frustration, PayPal, a tech giant built on innovation, ironically falters in human interaction. Customer service has become synonymous with frustration, long wait times, and a profound lack of empathy. Seeking help feels like descending into a digital abyss. Users often find themselves trapped in a cycle of frustration, unable to get the assistance they need. The lack of effective support leaves many feeling abandoned and helpless.
Section 2, Voices from the Void, Real People, Real Problems, Virtual Walls.
The documentary gives a voice to those who have braved the customer service abyss, painting a bleak picture of PayPal's support system. A freelancer, their account frozen, describes weeks trying to reach a human being, their emails unanswered. A small business owner struggling to recover funds recounts being passed from one representative to another. These are not isolated incidents.
The documentary highlights a pattern of systemic failure, disregarding the human cost. Time and again, users find themselves trapped in a cycle of frustration and helplessness.
Section 3, the human touch lost, a system designed to deflect, not resolve. The documentary argues that PayPal's customer service failures are not merely a result of individual incompetence or isolated incidents, rather they are symptomatic of a deeper problem, a system designed to minimize costs and deflect responsibility. The company's reliance on automated responses, chatbots, and outsourced call centers creates a barrier between the user and a genuine human connection. Representatives, often lacking the authority to deviate from their scripts, become cogs in a machine that prioritizes speed over solutions. This systemic dysfunction is further exacerbated by PayPal's opaque policies and complex terms of service. Users are often left in the dark about the reasons for account freezes, the intricacies of fee structures, or the procedures for resolving disputes. Section 4, a call for change, demanding accountability and restoring trust. The documentary concludes this chapter with a call for change. It challenges PayPal to acknowledge the failings of its customer service system and to prioritize the needs of its users. It calls for greater transparency in policies and procedures, more accessible and responsive customer support channels, and a renewed focus on resolving issues fairly and efficiently. The documentary's message is clear. In the digital age where financial transactions increasingly occur in the virtual realm, the human element cannot be ignored. Companies like PayPal have a responsibility to treat their users with dignity and respect, to provide clear and accessible channels for communication, and to resolve issues fairly and transparently. Only then can trust be restored and the promise of a seamless and equitable digital economy be realized. A digital fortress under siege, the escalating threat to user data. PayPal, a fortress of financial data, stands as a prime target for cyber criminals. The company boasts robust security measures, but hackers constantly seek vulnerabilities, exploiting the slightest crack in the defenses. As users, we entrust PayPal with our sensitive information, but is that trust truly earned? With every transaction, we place our faith in PayPal's promise of security. The encryption and security protocols are designed to protect us, yet the threat of breaches looms large. PayPal's dedicated security team works tirelessly to safeguard our data, but we must also take steps to protect ourselves. Awareness and vigilance are key in this digital age. Together, we can fortify our digital fortress against the escalating threat to user data. Phishing expeditions and account takeovers, tales of deception and loss. Phishing, a deceptive tactic employed by cybercriminals, preys on human trust and vulnerability. Posing as legitimate entities like banks or online payment platforms, these digital con artists craft convincing emails or websites. PayPal, with its massive user base and trusted brand, has become a prime target for such attacks. The documentary features harrowing accounts of individuals who fell victim to PayPal phishing scams. These stories highlight the devastating impact of phishing attacks, which often result in financial loss and identity theft. The documentary emphasizes the importance of user education and vigilance, urging viewers to enable two-factor authentication whenever possible. By staying informed and cautious, users can better protect themselves from these malicious schemes. The shadowy world of fraud, when convenience becomes a liability. Phishing attacks exploit human vulnerability, While other frauds target online transaction systems, PayPal remains a target for criminals seeking to exploit its platform.
Convenience and speed create opportunities for digital fraud.
Fraudsters use stolen credit card information for unauthorized purchases. They create fake accounts and engage in money laundering. These enterprises operate across borders, exploiting platforms like PayPal.
Fraudsters exploit PayPal's buyer protection policies. Scammers create fake listings, enticing buyers with secure transactions. Buyers receive counterfeit goods or nothing at all. Scammers disappear, leaving PayPal to absorb the loss.
The documentary highlights the challenges faced by PayPal in combating fraud. It emphasizes the need for sophisticated algorithms and collaboration with law enforcement. Guardians at the Gate, questioning PayPal's security measures. The documentary raises critical questions about PayPal's role in safeguarding user data. Is the company doing enough to protect its users, or are its security measures lagging behind cybercriminals? Experts raise concerns about PayPal's security practices. They point to vulnerabilities and lack of user communication. A former employee alleges fragmented security infrastructure, making it difficult to monitor threats across platforms. The documentary calls for greater transparency and accountability from PayPal. It urges the company to invest in state-of-the-art security measures. Ultimately, it challenges viewers to demand greater responsibility from companies. As users, we must stay informed and vigilant. Only then can we ensure our data is truly secure. Section 1. The double-edged sword of digital payments, opportunity and risk for small businesses. The digital revolution has been a game-changer for small businesses. Suddenly, they could reach customers worldwide, transcending geographical limitations. Digital payment systems like PayPal offered a simple solution for transactions. Convenient and affordable, PayPal seemed like a godsend, but reliance on PayPal came with hidden costs and policy vulnerabilities. The documentary highlights the unintended consequences for small businesses. From sudden account freezes to unexpected fees, the risks became apparent. Many small businesses found themselves struggling to navigate these challenges. The promise of digital payments came with a steep learning curve and potential pitfalls. It's crucial for small businesses to be aware of these risks and prepare accordingly. Section 2. Fee friction when transaction costs cut into thin margins. For small businesses, every penny counts. PayPal's hidden costs can erode profits, making it difficult for small businesses to stay afloat. Fees accumulate quickly, especially with high sales volume, cutting into already thin margins. Suddenly, that convenient platform doesn't seem so affordable. Business owners are forced to reconsider their options, seeking more cost-effective solutions. Comparing fees becomes essential to ensure sustainability. In the end, every decision impacts the bottom line. Trapped in the hold. The cash flow crisis of account freezes. PayPal's practice of freezing accounts can cripple small businesses. The lack of transparency and arbitrary freezes create a cash flow crisis. Imagine a small retailer, their busy season approaching, suddenly finding their PayPal account frozen. Their funds are inaccessible, their ability to process orders halted. Customers are left wondering about their purchases, and the business owner is left scrambling for answers. The ripple effect of these freezes can be devastating, leading to lost sales and damaged reputations. For many, the dream of running a successful business turns into a nightmare. The impact of these freezes extends beyond just the business, affecting employees and customers alike. It's a harsh reality that many small business owners face, often with little recourse. Unequal footing, the power imbalance between small businesses and PayPal. Platforms like PayPal hold the upper hand, leaving small businesses feeling powerless. Small businesses often lack the resources to navigate PayPal's complex dispute resolution process. The documentary highlights cases where businesses lost disputes due to insufficient evidence. PayPal's customer service is often criticized for long wait times and unhelpful representatives. The documentary calls for greater fairness and transparency in the relationship between digital payment platforms and small businesses. It urges regulators to address the power imbalance and protect small businesses. The power imbalance is a significant hurdle for small businesses striving to succeed in a digital economy. With more support and fair practices, small businesses can thrive and contribute to a healthier economy. The algorithm and the individual when profit trumps people. It's the story of the individual versus the algorithm, of human lives entangled in the cold, calculating logic of automated systems. PayPal's algorithms often prioritize profit over people. The stories we've heard point to a systemic issue where the human element is often overlooked. When a single mother's account is frozen, it's a moral failure that impacts real lives. The documentary challenges viewers to confront an uncomfortable truth about the digital age. It's about demanding better and holding corporations accountable for their actions. Section 2, the transparency paradox, hidden fees and opaque policies in the digital age. The digital age promised transparency, empowering consumers and holding corporations accountable. Yet, as we've seen with PayPal, this promise often rings hollow. Hidden fees lurk in the fine print and users are left in the dark. PayPal's fee structure is a labyrinthine maze designed to confuse. Users discover hidden charges, turning simple transactions into financial minefields. The lack of transparency extends beyond fees. PayPal's policies are often shrouded in vague language, making it difficult for users to understand their rights. This lack of clarity often leads to frustration and wasted time. Even when users seek help, the responses are often unsatisfactory, leaving them more confused than before. The growing number of complaints highlights the widespread dissatisfaction with PayPal's opaque practices. Navigating PayPal's policies feels like navigating a maze with no clear path to understanding. Only occasionally do users find clarity, but it often comes too late after they've already faced hidden fees and confusing policies. Beyond convenience, a call for ethical responsibility in the fintech frontier. The rise of fintech companies like PayPal has brought convenience and accessibility to finance, but this convenience often comes at a cost, measured in human dignity, financial security, and trust. It's time for a new conversation, placing ethical considerations at the forefront. Ethical responsibility begins with transparency and accountability. Fintech companies must be accountable for their algorithms, fees, and policies. They must be transparent about data security, dispute resolution, and user privacy. Only then can we ensure a fair and just financial ecosystem for all. Section 4. A collective call to action, shaping a more ethical digital future. The documentary concludes with a call to action, a challenge to viewers to become active participants in shaping a more ethical digital future. We are not merely passive consumers of technology, but active stakeholders in its development. We have a voice, and we have a responsibility to use it. This call to action begins with awareness. We must educate ourselves about the platforms we use, the companies we trust with our data, and the potential consequences of unchecked technological power. We must be willing to speak out when we see injustice, to hold corporations accountable for their actions, and to support organizations that are fighting for a more ethical and equitable digital world. The time to act is now. The future of our digital world depends on it. Convenience at what cost? The digital age promised to make our lives easier, more connected, and more efficient. But as we've seen with PayPal, this convenience often comes at a hidden cost, a cost measured not just in dollars and cents, but in trust and security. The allure of platforms like PayPal is undeniable. They offer a seamless way to transact online. But beneath this ease lies a complex reality. Stories paint a sobering picture of a system prioritizing profit over people. Users are left feeling powerless and unheard. We must demand better from companies and policymakers. It's not just about PayPal. It's about the entire digital financial ecosystem. Transparency and accountability must be at the forefront. Only then can we truly benefit from the convenience these platforms offer. The future of digital finance depends on us demanding change. Convenience should never come at the cost of our rights and security.